I remember when I was in high school, there was a time I decided to write in my journal just about the topic doubt. And I personally felt like I had so much to even tell myself in that journal. I feel like self doubt and the need for acceptance from everyone is something most people are going through, especially in this social media era whereby we are seeing a lot of people online and their lives, and we have to put up with seeing their success and being able to live our life and just find ourselves. And I remember just writing in my journal, why do I keep doubting myself when there is no competition or there's nothing to even compare myself to, because my dreams are different. My name is Belesia, and welcome to the first episode of Life Unfolded. Doubt is one of those feelings that can make you literally just forget about your potential and the opportunities that you have. I feel like a lot of people, we have and we deal with a lot of doubt in ourselves because of a lot of experiences that we have had. Maybe if it's during our childhood, or maybe if it's during our school days, or just even on our normal days as we stay at home, because doubt is something that someone can identify it, but it's always so hard to just make yourself understand that you don't need to doubt yourself in any case. I personally have been going through a lot of issues about doubt, because I feel like most of the time when I want to start something, or even when I was in school, I used to doubt myself so much, especially if I could see that either the results or maybe me comparing myself to the people who were around me and they were moving so fast. I would feel like I don't even have the potential to be where I would want to be. So I kept on doubting myself and telling myself that, oh, you know what, you just can't do it, or it's just not meant for you to be doing anything that maybe just comes to your mind. And I've also seen a lot of doubt on social media. I've seen people, especially on comment sections, and I feel like all of us see this, and maybe some of us are even the people who comment. You would see someone's post, and you would literally see someone comment down on a post, maybe someone kept of their success, and they would say, oh, I wish it was me. Or you just see someone commenting that I wish I could be able to do that too. And it's literally showing how much that the world is working under so many doubts and people trying so much, and they just don't understand that they need to accept themselves first. And I don't know, I just feel like doubt has been something that people deal with, yet it's not something that's spoken about more, especially during our school days, because those are literally the foundations of how people grow up. And you find yourself, the doubt starts growing as a habit ever since you just are small, and whenever you have that feeling, you just keep going with it, because you find yourself, you never had the chance to talk about it, or you never had the chance to tell yourself anything better, so you just kept the feeling and you went on with life, just ignoring the fact that you had once doubted yourself and you needed to fix it before you kept on going in any area of your life. A lot of people don't know how to identify self doubt, and I feel like it comes in so many areas, and you can notice them even yourself. The moment I realized I had self doubt was when I used to stop, and then restart again if it's anything. I had a lot of ideas, especially when it comes to businesses or just content creation. I think I've done a lot of starting and restarting and stopping, and I finally came to realize that that was me just doubting myself, and I was not even giving myself the chance to do anything, because I would tell myself, you know what, this isn't it, or just doubting the actions that I have done or anything that I had posted, and I kept hiding it under the, also see doubt in so many areas of our life, especially when it comes to overthinking. I think that's something almost everyone can notice they're doing it. Overthinking just makes you know that you are doubting whatever you had in your mind. There's also that need of reassurance. Whenever we want to do something, we always have to maybe ask someone. We feel like maybe the choices that we make are not enough or they're not good, and we always need to ask someone else for an opinion or an advice, even when we know personally that this is what we want to do and we have to do it. We still have that feeling of the need to be reassured that we are doing something good. So those are how you can identify doubt: overthinking, comparing yourself, always starting and restarting anything that you're trying to do. There's also that need for reassurance, and there's also that feeling of you don't feel ready as much as all the other people do in life. And I feel like a lot of people are going through these things, yet they do have these feelings, but they don't know that this is how doubt starts to enter in your life, and you just keep ignoring them because you feel like these are normal things that happen to people. But it's how doubt starts to build up in your mind, and you are never able to move forward because you are not taking care of that thought and you're just ignoring it or the feelings that come with it. So sometimes doubt is not really loud, it's like quiet, and you might not even notice it. It's something that will be there in your mind, but if you don't identify it, it will just remain there. A lot of doubt comes from experiences that we have had either in the past, or also it comes from the fear of judgment. And I think mainly it's experiences, because as you grow up, there's so much that you end up doing, and maybe someone tells you something that makes you feel down about it, and you just keep growing that doubt in yourself that you are not able to do something or even have the confidence to say something. Also, on the fear of judgment, I think a lot of people don't want to make the mistakes. So whenever we decide on something or there's something in our mind that we want to do, we end up doubting ourselves because we don't know what people might say or how people might react to what we are doing. There's also perfectionism, and I feel like I've talked about perfectionism a lot, especially in my past videos, because I know this is something I have gone through, and it's what almost everyone out there is going through. Everyone is expecting to be perfect on their first try in anything, and this ends up just making you feel like if there's something that you haven't done correctly, or if there's something that you are lacking, you just start doubting the whole process or the whole dream or goal that you have been having, just because it doesn't seem or look perfect as much as you've seen other people do. There's also that sense of acceptance, and I think I will do another video on acceptance because I think it's a whole other topic that needs to be discussed. So when you want to feel accepted, you don't want to make any mistake, and you just end up doubting even your own opinions or your own self beliefs because you want to feel loved or accepted by so many people or the people who are around you. So you end up just doubting your actions or your thoughts, and this just ends up building that doubt inside of your mind, because yes, you will be accepted and that's okay, but how long will you keep doubting yourself and just for the sake of people around you to accept you? Sometimes when our reality doesn't match up to the visuals we have in our minds or the thoughts that we have, that's where the balance stops and you start having doubt. Because our minds, if it says something that is uncertain or something that doesn't align with how you are living right now, of course there's going to be doubt because you don't know what's going to happen. But at times this doubt becomes negative because we don't handle it and identify it as a negative doubt. Of course we are all human beings and we don't understand or we don't know what is certain in our future. So sometimes the dreams that we have don't align with the reality that we live in. So at times we find ourselves doubting if it is even possible to do anything that we have been planning to do. Your mind doesn't know how to identify what is real and fake. So at times our minds will visualize things. Okay, let's give an example of you are trying to work out and you don't have the money to go to the gym, but you have this visual image of yourself at the gym in your mind, and that's what working out means to you. So your mind has created that visual image, but your reality doesn't match it. So you start creating the doubt of, am I even able to do a proper workout if I am not at the gym? So this is how our mind creates the doubt. It's the it's the comparison between the reality and the visual images that you have in your mind and the kind of feelings that come with it. That's how you identify what is doubt, and that's how it comes to be, especially when it comes to how we manage understanding our dreams and goals. So personally, how I dealt with doubt, and I feel like it started especially when I did my first journal and I was writing about this topic. And I personally feel like journaling has helped me a lot. And I know it's not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone, but I will recommend so many people to be writing their thoughts down. When you write your thoughts down, that's how you are able to identify any feelings that you have and how to even manage them. If there's any possible way to make them a positive thought and just ignore the rest of the negative side. Also, if you're having the doubt of how things might end up, I think at times when we write our thoughts, we are able to identify what we are capable of doing at the moment and what is not necessary at the moment, so that we also don't stress our mind on what should be done at the moment, and also to prevent perfectionism and just being able to understand what's possible at the moment and what's not possible, so that we don't doubt our action and just move forward with what we can. I also feel like another way we can be able to deal with self-doubt is when we accept ourselves, accept the situation, accept it. I think acceptance in itself is just a big word that so many people need to understand. Accepting yourself and also accepting the situation doesn't come by you accepting that you are not able to do something. No, if there's a situation that is making you doubt yourself, you need to accept that you are walking in a life where you need to have the process to reach anywhere. You also need to accept situations that are around you. If you're not able to go to the gym but you still need to work out, when you accept the fact that, okay, I can't go to the gym now but I can still work out from home, it makes you just have the peace to have this in your mind that you are able to do something and you don't have to stress about how it should look or how specific it should be done. I also believe that the belief that you have with yourself can really change the fact that you can handle doubt. If you believe in yourself and in anything that you do, you cannot fall down just because of trying to be accepted by others or trying to avoid judgment or criticism from people. If you believe in yourself and you have that strong foundation of yourself being just understanding that you are capable of doing anything, that belief system in your mind, you will be able to just always identify when you're doubting yourself and what to tell yourself when you're facing such situations. And I personally have grown to be someone who, I know I am able to do something and I am able to reach the goals that I have. And whenever I anything that comes to my mind that tells me you are not able to do it because of this or this circumstance, that is so wrong. That doesn't mean that I'm not able to go by at the moment. So I think believing in yourself is one of the strongest ways you can be able to overcome self-doubt and how to just accept yourself in any situation. Say for my first podcast, and I hope that I have said so many things that will be able to help you, especially in trying to understand or identify the feelings or the thoughts that come with knowing what is doubt and or when you are doubting yourself. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast, and I hope it really helped a lot. I hope to see you guys in the next podcast, and I'm always wishing you guys the best from wherever I am. Bye.